Hey, they got y'all from around here? Y'all from around here? What? Yeah. You got some weed? Why you say it like that?
I ain't got none.
I ain't got no weed.
I used to say I ain't selling no more. You need some?
I'm trying to see some. Where you from, Stewart? You from Stewart? What, Brick Squad?
I live on that.
These the ops. These the ops. And I ride with my Glock.
There's some shooters on my squad. There's some shooters on my squad. All my niggas shoot like Ray Ray.
Hey, what the phone at? Let me hear that shit. I just put, you know. There's some shooters in my clip. Rondo, let's go do a hit. I'm about to empty half the clip, but you just lay low in a dip. You know they always be running. I'ma catch them every rip. He talking sick, it's popping towards.
Step this way.
He can't run from the hollow tip.
Division 9 Sergeant Rudnick, badge number 3254, continuing the interview on the 27th of February at 18:53 hours. Sir, state your name and ID number for the camera.
Makado, 2017, 1221, 051.
And I let you trust, you know. You know, it's like shit, you know, I'm back, you know. Ain't going nowhere no time soon, you know. Get to this paper, you know.
Known for the double murder of 2 women, Makado 600 has been involved in a lot of legal troubles. He's rumored to have over 5 bodies, but was only arrested for 2. He was a stand-up member for Team 600. Makavella Sampson was sentenced on August 14th. In February, the rapper entered a not guilty plea to 12 felony counts, including murder. Although he was initially charged with gun possession, the accusations were then upgraded to murder.
I can never win fast squat, but I'm for win.
On Steve, cause it's in there. Back in the
not.
On Steve, it's
You gotta drop.
That's my 20 on Lizzie. This is a brand new 20, bro. You want shit in my phone.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You just picked up the 10. Come on, bro. That's my song. I got fun with that. That's a dollar. Alright, that's gonna be the pro one again.
Hey, this cabin, that's why I don't shoot dice.
He was a member of Team 600, which was created by Ide 600, who was said to be the quote-unquote creator of Chicago drill music.
Okay. Now, but you said you actually originated drill music and the whole concept of it and everything.
Yeah. The term drill music, me and S-Dot one day, I called S-Dot, I'm like, S-Dot, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said in the other interview, the word drill came from Pac-Man. Me and S-Dot, we actually started drill music. You know what I'm saying? We like, man, our music is drill music. You know what I'm saying? This drill music. We rapping about drilling, you know what I'm saying? Which is doing hits and being in the streets and really doing this shit and really living it. You know what I'm saying? Rapping about everything that we live in. Our life just, you know what I'm saying? No matter whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Our music, drill music, you know what I'm saying?
Team 600 is a fierce set that were allied with Team 300 from O Block, but both groups are from 2 different areas. Makado was one, if not the top shooter from Team 600. His name stood for Makadouya, and he never hesitated to shoot. Team 600 has notable members like Ide 600, Cide 600, 600 Breezy, Mimo 600, Rondo number 9, and LA Capone. Their entire team was known for shooting, and they had no problems living up to their reputation. This happened after Juliet Washington and Janane Dole passed away in 2017. At the time of their demise, the 2 were 41 and 32 years old, respectively. At 10:30 p.m. on June 28, 2017, at the intersection of Wabash Avenue and Garfield Boulevard in Chicago, the prosecution claimed that Sampson, aka Makado 600, and his accomplice Kevin Brown, aka Lil Scud, drove up in a sedan behind Washington's car. With firearms in hand, Sampson and Brown then approached Washington's car. The mother of 2 was shot 14 times by Sampson. Dole, a mother of 3, was shot 8 times by Brown. Sampson and Brown were arrested after being followed by a driver who was at the crossroads. Furthermore, Brown and Sampson's DNA matched what was found on one of Washington's car doors. The 2 shooters were shown on video evidence as well. During a court proceeding, the prosecution also disclosed that Sampson made 15 calls to a person who was charged with aggravated battery against Dole, one of the gun victims. In the end, Sampson's call recipient was also found guilty.
So he was fighting a double homicide for allegedly killing some chicks?
Yeah, the truth gonna be the truth, man. And all y'all who behind the scenes who truthfully just wanna let this madness run and y'all gonna look at me and say that I'm snitching. Well, look, we are agreeing with death. They already, so you remember the time that I told you, I would have gotten shot. No, like, I don't know if I would have died, who was to know? The day that Oogie got shot, the day that Platoon got killed. That day happened because some girls stayed on our block. And, you know, we knew them, and they were the ones who set up that day. That's how those dudes ended up being on the block, because they set that up. Just thinking about it is crazy, because imagine the women, like the first time that they came and got shot for that, and probably, I don't know if they knew or didn't know why that happened to them, but then imagine living, and then, you feel me, they getting locked up and then getting out and doing it again, but this time finishing the job. Like, it's just so much wickedness going on in our area, for real. Like, like, it's a shame. It should be a shame for any fans, anybody that love O-Block, that's glorifying Little Dirt. It should be a shame. We should feel disgraceful.
Would you like to make a statement about today's incident?
No, ma'am. No, sir. No, sir. My bad.
It's crazy. Anyway, okay, just hold on 1 second. I don't know if there's a little Bible or something. I'm just gonna leave this out there for now.
Right. Don't take that to the heart, though. I ain't even put that in.
I know.
Love my man.
I can only imagine. I'm just gonna leave this out here. Okay.
You have a good day.
You too. Let me get a chair.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, just have a seat.
A year-long Injustice Watch investigation into deaths at the Cook County Jail reveals the lack of supervision. 18 people died while incarcerated at the jail in 2023, the most deaths at the jail since 2013, when the daily population was twice as high. It marked the jail's highest mortality rate since at least 1995. According to an Injustice Watch analysis of public records and historical jail death figures compiled by University of Illinois researchers. A review of thousands of pages of internal jail records, police investigations, and autopsy reports found inadequate supervision and medical care preceded at least half of these deaths, almost all of which have gone unpunished. There was the 26-year-old with an undiagnosed brain tumor whose repeated complaints about severe headaches were ignored. The 28-year-old whom officials failed to check on for more than an hour, only to end up brutally murdered by his cellmate. And the 33-year-old found hanging in his cell while the unstaffed jail's medical wing personnel failed to check on detainees every half hour as required.
An average of 70,000 men and women pass through Cook County Jail each year, many more than once. What percent do you think here really shouldn't be here?
I would suggest conservatively that half of the people here in the jail shouldn't be here.
The county sheriff, Tom Dart, says the jail has become a dumping ground for the poor and mentally ill.
If they're going to make it so that I am going to be the largest mental health provider, we're going to be the best ones. We're going to treat them as a patient while they're here. We are going to think differently.
And a Cook County jail inmate died on Christmas. The Cook County Sheriff says correctional staff found Michael O'Connor unresponsive in his cell. O'Connor was ordered to be held for threatening a Chicago police officer. The sheriff's office says at this time no foul play suspected, and there are indications it may be death by suicide.
An inmate was found beaten to death in his cell at the Cook County Jail. Officials say 24-year-old Raheem Hatter was found unresponsive early this morning with injuries to his head. Officers rushed into the cell to perform life-saving measures, but Hatter was later pronounced dead at the scene. An autopsy ruled Hatter's death a homicide. He was in jail awaiting trial on a weapons charge for bringing a gun into the University of Chicago hospital. Illinois State Police are investigating Hatter's death.
Makado was found dead inside of his cell in Cook County. At first, when he passed in 2023, it was said that he overdosed and people assumed he may have OD'd on fentanyl. Later reports released a few days ago states that Makado had a severe brain tumor or hemorrhage, and this was the cause of death.
Makado 600 just passed away, and they're reporting it has an overdose, but I don't want to say that that's official because I don't think we've got any official word about it, but that's what it's being reported as, you know. What did you think when you seen that, and did you know him?
Man, yeah, I know Mac, man. Cam, majority of them I know before, I've known before, you know, before it got really real, you know, before we started really partaking into the gang activities for real. Like, Mac was a football player. I knew him because he played football at Washington Park. I used to, you know, go down to Washington Park, play football, play all the sports. You know, that was our closest neighborhood park, man. And it just broke my heart, truthfully, because at the end of the day, man, I'm just seeing day after day, not just him, but it's so many of us continuously losing our lives
based
over
off the history
over
and
nothing.
corruptness
and I just,
of Cook County.
Just
it
remembering
wouldn't be
why Mac
far-fetched
is even
to say
in the, you know,
that he
where he
sustained
was,
that head
trying
injury
to,
either from
like
the
how he
guards
ended up in that
or the
situation.
inmates.
You know,
Further evidence has reportedly released about the murders of FBG Brick and Coby, and Makado would have been charged as one of the shooters involved in both of their deaths if Makado was still alive. Brick and Coby's deaths were cold cases until this new recent development in their case.
All of a sudden, the block get empty. Then 3 minutes later, a motherfucker come out the walkway. But see, that could have been some ops, but what f***ed me up, what ops you know gonna sit in the back of a crib that they know Brick in front of? And he know the cut. This a new cut. The ops ain't even know about this cut. No, he gonna be right there. I go to this lady house, right? I still see the bullet holes in the fucking gate when I go on 63rd St. Louis. And I look at it. These motherfuckers knew Brick was gonna jump or try to get away. Now, when they ran up on my cousin, they say he was wrestling with whoever with the gun. And that's how he got shot in his face, trying to stop them from shooting that Brick. Now, Brick was shot 6 times. He was shot twice in the back, twice in the butt, once in the arm. Altogether, he was shot 6, but the last shot was caught point blank range under his fucking eye.
Makado was shot August 8th, 2017 in the Brownsville area. He was one of many shot in a mass shooting carried out by Antonio Dickerson, aka 757BA. 5 people were injured and 1 man died. Makado was one of the 5 men injured.
Murder charges are filed nearly 7 years after a man allegedly opened fire on a barbecue party in Bronzeville. Alfred Mitchell Jr. was killed in the 2017 shooting at 37th and Michigan. 6 more people were wounded. Chicago police say Antonio Dickerson of Alsip was arrested Tuesday at his home in Alsip. Investigators have not revealed a motive.
All right, y'all, there we have it. This has been the story of Makado 600. Hey, get in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think. You think he got messed up in there? You know what I'm saying? You think they was beating him up or the guards did something foul to him? Let me know what y'all think, man. Hey, make sure you like, subscribe, all of that. Don't go nowhere. Watch the next video. Gang!